What's up? It's your girl Auntie from Make It Make Sense with Auntie, and we are so excited to have you here today. As we see, Mr. Showout is in the building. How you doing, Showout? What you got going on today?
What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I'm just doing. Sorry for the feedback, but yeah, I'm in the place to be. I missed a couple of shows. I've been working, doing my thing. Your boy been trying to get the things going on with the teams and everything with the shirts. I got a lot of things going on with those. Auntie is actually wearing one of her new shirts. I'm glad that she wearing it so y'all can see. That's right. That's right. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Just doing my thing, working on this studio thing, trying to put some networking together with Auntie. Her birthday this month, so we're gonna be a little occupied this.
All right, y'all. So y'all already know that's Mr. Showout himself is in the building. If you are looking for any of your digital graphic needs, you need to reach out to the man. The man is fire. As y'all can see, Auntie, it is more than a name. It is a brand. It is definitely more than a brand. Definitely. You can always reach out to, Smooth Transitions Design. Of course, he listen, this man is awesome, right? The contact information is right there. If you are looking for any designs, if you have birthday parties, graduation, anything that you are looking for, if you are looking for logos and branding, you need to reach out to you need to reach out to Smooth Transitions. You see yourself. You can see it yourself. You see that yourself. I have a whole line of auntie. Like there are so many aunties. Like we are releasing aunties daily. There is a new auntie that comes out. We have logos on them. Listen, I have skirt sets. I have shirts. I have all kind of stuff. We have things that are made. We have bags. If you are looking for something for Mother's Day, we have Mother's Day bags, the Mother's Day totes, shirts. You can get matching outfits. We have a whole mother, daughter, mother, son. We have a line that you can buy shirts, the matching sets for Mother's Day. I'm saying reach out if that's something that you're looking for, something that's unique, something that's different. Also, if you have birthday parties, if you are looking for, like I said, businesses, if you have any events going on, reach out to them. Listen, you won't be sorry. You really won't be. I love all my shirts. If you see me, you see I'm rocking it. Until like I told everybody, I'm gonna try this year to support my own brand. I'm gonna support others, but I have to support my own brand. Have to support my own brand. The contact information is scrolling across your screen, so you do not have an excuse. You have the information that you can reach out to him. All right. So listen, Auntie has been having it's been a week, y'all. And we are only at Thursday. Well, I guess the week is almost over. And it's just it's done. It's the first of the month. You know what I'm saying? Listen. And that means that we are 24 days, 23 days away from my birthday, 22 days away from Auntie's Boom Boom Room. My birthday party, y'all. It is almost my birthday party. We celebrate the whole month through. I am super excited. Like I'm telling y'all, if you are in the Tampa, Riverview, Brandon, surrounding areas, if you're on vacation, because it is Memorial Day weekend, we like listen, you want to be here. We got crazy in the building. If you're from Tampa, in some other areas, we don't want to leave the club. Y'all not gonna want to leave the club. Listen, the man is gonna be in the building. We got Tiger performing that night. We have some other artists that might pop in their heads throughout the building that night. This is the place you want to be. If you are an adult, you want to just chill, have a nice, relaxed time. There is a dress code. Listen, please come in. We are not. If you come out there with your tennis shoes stuff on, we ain't gonna turn you away. But I'm telling you, we are rocking the boom boom room, and it is that Harlem Nights vibe. You know what I'm saying? People keep saying the color purple. Yeah, we're gonna go to the juke joint. We're gonna turn up that night. We're gonna turn up with DJ Red himself in the building that night. So if you are in the area and you don't have to even pay. I mean, you gotta pay for your own drink. You know what I'm saying? Now you know the biggest thing of y'all going at is the paying to get inside the club and the drinking. Auntie got you on getting in the club. You're in the club for free. Your entertainment is for free. You get a full. I'm saying you get a concert. What more can you get? For my birthday, I'm giving y'all a concert. So I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. May 23rd, we will be at Lola's Kitchen and Bar in the Brandon area, 6656 US 301 South. So that's in Riverview. If you are in the Tampa, Brandon, Hillsborough County, what is that? Sarasota, all the areas. If you got a car, you got to wait, get there. We're going to have a ball that night. This is going to be a safe environment, safe event. We're not having none of that out there. Your ass going to jail. Or I'm just saying, everybody don't retaliate, respond and saying this is a safe environment. So if you're on that, stay home. Because Auntie don't play like that. We are out to have a good time, and that is what it's going to be. So join me May 23rd for my event. Now, we got some exciting stuff going on. I mean, it's some real exciting stuff. I told y'all this year was going to be that year for Auntie, and it is that year for Auntie. Like, listen, we got a story that's getting ready to, we're going to pop this story. We're going to have us a special guest in a few weeks, coming up in a few weeks. And this is a beautiful woman that I cannot wait to meet to have her here so that you all could get the opportunity to meet her. I know her, but you're going to get the opportunity to meet her and to hear her story. She is a survivor. We're not going to say, well, she's a survivor. That's what we live in. We live in our survival and our healing. She is a warrior. She lives every day as a survivor of a stabbing. She was stabbed 7 times in the neck, and this lady survived. So when she come out, we're gonna get opportunity to meet Heidi. So y'all stay tuned for Auntie the next couple of weeks because she will be here the month of May. She coming. That's something else that we believe she will be here for the month of May. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and dig into what's going on in the world. So I'm trying to get my system up so to tell me because I know I be cheating. I be trying to save my information and put it up in files so that I could just go to it and read on it. But I've been working all week. Y'all know that they even made Auntie work today. Y'all know Auntie don't work on Thursdays. We don't do Thursdays. Thursdays is make sense day. But we here and that's all that matters. All right. So in the news and what we all got going on. I had shared a couple of topics that I want to touch on. Um, you remember what's the first one that was in the group, Mr. Shoat? You remember which one? No, I got to go back. Listen, I'm telling y'all, it's been so much going on. I literally just got home not too long ago, so it was, and I misbehaved. I did. I didn't get all my work done. I've been working all week, so I did not get my work done. There was a question. It was a Hold on. What was this? It's oh, and everybody responded, and now my internet don't want to. It was I asked the question. It was the man, and I know what it was. All right, y'all. So this one here, yeah, I knew he would remember. Yeah, I knew he would remember. All right, y'all. So there's a conversation that is going around. There is a young man on Facebook who has shared his story because his wife has been holding out on sex. And he has decided to make a video letting the world know that he plans on cheating. If she does not give him some, he says he has not done it yet, but he is going to cheat. And my question was, if it's already in your head, so if you already thinking about it, is it cheating already, or should he just leave? I think he should just leave. Show out what you think. We can go. I'll go more in depth. Remember what you think. Show out.
It's on him. I mean, it depends on how the relationship is. If she been holding out for a long, I think he should just, I mean, I wouldn't say cheat, but I mean, you got to like say, hey, what I'm saying, baby, I ain't getting none. And you know how females here trying to persuade you, what I'm saying, you ain't getting it at home. And hey, he let her get the best of him. But I know he can't go back to him. That's stupid to go back. Once you cheat, you might as well keep going. For.
I mean, so do you feel like there is a I mean, so first, I personally feel before we just go there that if he needs to talk to her about what's going on, because I heard like with some of the comments, there was a response. I'm trying to get to it because I actually had a one of my followers that commented they actually have somebody that's in a similar situation, so they know somebody that is actually going through that. And the woman's point of view is the reason why she doesn't feel like having sex is because of she's actually going through menopause. And I know, there are different situations, ailments, issues that may prevent someone from having sex. Because so what happens if the roles are reversed and it is brother man that is going through a situation and is unable to have sex? Would he be okay with her feeling that she needs to cheat? Do you think that he would be okay with that? All right. So why I don't feel as if, I mean, some need to be done just because they're not having physical sex, and I understand there are other ways that they can be doing something. Um, how you doing, Mr. Coleman? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So the topic on the table today, we are discussing there's a man. We posted the video in the group. There is a man who says that he feels that he is ready to. He has not done it yet, but he is looking, basically looking to almost cheating on his wife. They've been together, I think it was like 26 years, and they're not having sex currently because she is going through menopause. No, 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 I'm mixing stories. No, she's not. She's currently not having sex with him. So the question is, if you get to the place where you're thinking about cheating, should you just leave, or should he be talking to her about trying to figure out is there other ways that they can, what I'm saying, explore their sexual side? I mean, personally, me, if you feel like I feel if you're thinking about cheating, you should just leave. So I say he feel like you should cheat, that you should leave as well. My thing is if you haven't gotten to the bottom of it, if it's not something if you haven't, what I'm saying, if you have not explored what reasons, or if you haven't looking for other reasons to explore like different things that you all could do together, then it's kind of like both of y'all, what I'm saying? That's what I feel. Because if one person, if you're not having sex, I mean, it's not your job to cause the other person into having sex. But if you are having issues and y'all talked about it, and then there's like no resolve to it, I don't feel like it should be cheating on the table. I feel you should just exit because apparently you are no longer compatible. So, um, yeah, we having technical difficulties today. They want to play. It's been one of them days, but that's all right, y'all. We're gonna keep on moving because that's what God would have us do. All right, so then there, what is that? There's some more stuff that's been going on. But what else going on crazy right now in the world? Because I do got another topic, but it's early in the show, so I got to do my current events. What we got? What we was talking about? It was something else that we talked about. Let's see. Talk it out first. So Jonathan Coleman says, talk it out first. And if she won't budge, then he should break it off. Don't cheat. Just talk to her first about alternatives. But she broke her deal if she's changing it up on him now. So, okay. So I can agree with that. if they talked about it and then it still proceeds to go on. But I don't think he should have made. And my other thing is, I don't feel like he should have made a video telling the world that he's thinking about cheating on his wife. Like I feel like that wasn't smart. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I know people get upset, get in their feelings, they post stuff, they say certain stuff. But to make a whole video saying how you're thinking, how you haven't done it yet, but you're thinking about it, I don't think that was a smart decision to do it because I don't feel that. I mean, and I'm not speaking for her, I'm just speaking for myself. If a person tell me that they thinking about cheating on me, that's gonna always and forever be my train of thought. Because if you bold enough to tell me that you're thinking about cheating on me, you bold enough to do that. That's just, yeah, that's just my take on that. That's my take on it. Now, I don't expect nobody to agree with me because we all have our own opinions. Yes, sir. I cannot believe this stuff is just acting up today for me. It is. Let's see. I'm trying to see if I can get my screen to split so I can get my comments on here because we having some technical difficulties, so we had to do this off the phone today. But y'all know we was gonna be here. We was gonna be in the building. We here and we here. We definitely here. All right. Okay. So it's 5:17. We can go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and talk about it. So now today we're gonna have a conversation and you know, everybody, we seem to see this. It's playing out a lot in society. It's playing a lot in the news. We seeing a lot of okay. So we see a lot of relationships that we get in these long term relationships where we living as husband and wife, we living as spouses, and we talk about it all the time. How you know something happened to a person and they have no say so, or you go in if you don't have a commitment, or if you don't have if you're not married, it don't mean nothing. So there is this story here. There is a woman that says that she no longer wants to be in a relationship with her child's father after years of caring for him after he got shot in the head. Now, after watching this story and I watched and I looked at some of the comments that was posted, and people were bashing this lady, and they were saying that she's wrong and this, that, and the other. And then I went through and I read a comment that actually made me think about something. When it got down into it, it was telling the story. If we paid attention when I was reading like what the topic was, this woman is the mother of his child. She is not his wife. So they have never been married. They are just lived. And at this point, I'm not sure if she's in another relationship or what's going on, but it's to the space where she's done, like she's tired of being the caregiver. And people are bashing this woman. But my thing is, if you know, we have gotten so caught up in relationships and wanting to be with people and feeling like people are supposed to and are mandated, that we lose sight that sometimes people don't have to do anything for you. And I felt so bad for her when I was reading the comments, the way that people are bashing this lady for being tired. You went off. For being tired, for being you know what I'm saying, for wanting to live their own life. And so I thought about it, and I was, I said, but then when we look at the whole thing of getting married, people that are married make it look like, what is the point, because we're already living like that. And so I did also read more comments, and as I read, I actually thought about it. If you are not married to somebody, it is so good that you need to go out. I mean, make sure that there are some people that are around you. But then it comes to when you are in these relationships, girlfriends and boyfriends, this goes to you, those that are not married, not tied down, because we see a lot of, oh, she left me when I got sick. And I mean, it's bad to leave a person when they sick. I mean, especially but if you can't handle that, you can't handle that. But the question is she wrong for getting tired? I mean, even if it has been years, if she's not married to this man, is she actually wrong for actually wanting to go on with her life now? I mean, and I can't even say like morally she would be wrong because I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't feel like as if she's wrong. Like I really don't feel that she's wrong, especially being that she didn't have to. It wasn't her responsibility to, but out of the love for him, out of the love for what I'm saying, I wish I was one to really comment on this. Comment, baby. Comment, mama. Let me know. Hold on. Ooh. You need to send me your email because my phone ain't working right, and I can send you the link so you can come on here and talk about this one. We need to send her the link. DC, get Miss Rena on, because I know she could talk about this one. I definitely know she could talk about this one here. Yeah, I mean, because that's what I'm saying. There are so many people that deal with this in these situations. There are places that we see it all the time that we are being, especially after COVID hit. You out with these outbreak, the cancer, and I mean, just so many different ailments and issues going on that are putting people in positions that they are caregivers, and I do believe that we have lost sight that when a person is giving and being good to you and caring for you, I really don't feel as if it should be that she should have had to make that choice. Like I don't feel, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain without it's very hard to explain. Um and somebody I know, they commented on it, and she said, Miss Carolyn, and if she's watching, she said, I suffered a TBI several years ago. Not, I think it was a brain injury. I think that's what that is. But according to family and friends, my personality changed drastically. I remember having to develop my relationships with everyone because I lost many of my memories of the past. What she needs to realize is that recovery from a TBI is a long process. She needs to give him a couple of years for him to recover before making such a drastic decision. He may never be the exact same person he was before the injury, but after he recovers, he may become a different version of his old self. After a couple of years, she can reevaluate and make her own decision from there. I mean, that's also true, but again, that puts her in a position where she has to decide, like, she can't just up and leave as if she is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's her responsibility. And I don't feel as if it's, I mean, and yeah, it may seem like cold hearted, but if they're not in a relationship, it's just her doing it out of the kindness of her heart. Um, he just have to accept that. And I mean, it's sad, but he should just be grateful that she was willing to provide that type of care for the amount of time that she did. He can't expect it because that's not, that ain't her job. So I mean, show out. You got what you think, show out? What?
You know, I'm sorry for the connection. For the meeting. But yeah, she just gotta take care of what she gotta take care of.
What was that?
She got with the
Okay, but what is she handling? She has made it. She is tired. She tired. She tired. He was shot. There she goes. What
Hey.
there go all Zoe is in the building.
Hey, Zoe. Hey.
No, so she
Oh,
is
Zoe is in the building.
she is the mother to
Yes,
his
okay.
child. They have a child
She
together.
is the
Mhm.
Whose
mother to
phone is
his
echoing?
child. So
Hey, Shoa.
So they have a child together, and he was shot, and she's been providing care for him for whatever amount of time. But so I'm taking it they're not in a relationship. She want to go and be in a relationship. She's done. She don't want to do it anymore, and people are bashing her because she says that she is now tired. Like she tired. She don't want to do that. She want to go on with her life. So the question is like, should he be upset that she doesn't want to provide that care? Should he expect it, especially with her not being his wife? You know what I'm saying? Like she's not the wife.
So, first of all, I'm pretty sure the reason why she agreed to even take on the responsibility wasn't even for him. It was for the fact of her daughter. Because he is not her responsibility if they're not even in a relationship. A baby mama is not a girlfriend. So she already took on too much when she agreed to it, being that she was just a baby mama. Where was his girlfriend? Where was everybody else that he was dealing with before this happened? Secondly, what occurred to make this incident happen to him? Was it something that he shouldn't have been doing? Even though that doesn't make it right, but in actuality, when we give you the warnings, or when you know you out here doing certain things, and you put yourself in position to make your family suffer, how it's selfish to feel like, oh, the woman, because they have your child, should put their life on hold because of the fact you fucked up your shit. So she is not wrong for now wanting to be released now that she's done all that she can do. Because at the same time, even though whomever may come into her life may have sympathy or empathy for his situation, they can't rightfully wife her with that type of baggage. And he wasn't even with her to begin with. Nor can anybody help him nor can anybody help her take care of her child, because he can no longer take on that responsibility due to what happened to him. So she's struggling on both ends. She's struggling to take care of him because of what happened to him. She's struggling to take care of the child. She's struggling to take care of the home. She's struggling to stay sane mentally. She's struggling to do all these things and cannot get the help that she's deserved because of what's going on.
I 100% agree. We got some comments. Can you put the comments back up? Let's read those comments because I'm listen. I agree. I want to agree. So Zobo says, well, if they are not in a relationship, then that is not her responsibility. I 100% I agree. So anything that she did for him, he should appreciate it. But it's time to reach out to that insurance company.
Right.
Mr. Coleman, Jonathan Coleman says she could get some help or something, get some help for her baby daddy. But is that her responsibility?
And even still,
They do have a child.
People say that there's resources and help out here, and I've been in plenty of situations. That's why I was like, okay, I can comment on this. I've been in situations where the resources aren't there. The help that people feel like is out there is not there.
All right, so I see Zoe say he's selfish like Charles on that Tyler Perry movie. Listen, right. And then we seen Mr. Coleman say that she could either get help or get somebody to look out for him while she go and do her thing.
Well, does she have the income to pay these people who's going to want to be compensated for their time to take care of this man while she do her thing?
Oh, I don't know.
That's
another. Yeah, it's too much responsibility falling on her, and
right.
That's what I feel like. And I feel like she's tired of everybody expecting from her and he ain't never put no ring on it. And he probably done laid up in there. Now he all sick and telling her how much he love her and want to be with her. And he's so grateful and thankful for everything that she done did for him. And it's probably too little too late. Like for real, people don't understand that they will play on your heart, they will play on your emotional, and so they will play on them stuff. And then a person like real deal can sit there and they can help you out. They say Johnny say maybe get him into some program or something. I mean I agree with you that he needs to get into all those. He need to try to do some of that stuff. I just don't feel as if that is her responsibility. Walter said, "Oh, I remember that lady on this show. Ooh, whoa, them tatas are standing up. Girl, Walter on yeah, look, there it is.
And that's what they do. They there. Hey, and my head standing up too. How y'all doing? This is what it is for today.
That's right. That is right. That's it. That's all.
Because I
That's
was laying down watching the show. So where I was laying down, my hair sticking up. So it is what it is. Hey.
That's how make it make sense. That's it. That is all. But yes, I do. I mean, I feel like he maybe gonna need to go get into some type of programs. But I just don't feel like it should be on her to be making all these decisions. And I do say, like, where's his family? Where's everybody else? Like, why is it left to only her?
Right.
To be trying to
and somebody in that needs that type of care, she can't divide her time properly amongst him and the child. And I'm pretty sure the amount of explaining and comforting and all of that she has to do is overwhelming as well. Because I have a 5-year-old. I don't know how old their child is, but the amount of questions that little children ask in certain situations. And if you're saying this man is shot in the head, I'm pretty sure there's limitations, there's scars, there's a whole bunch of things that the child is not understanding. Why can't daddy do this no more? Why does he look like this? What's happening? That like there, and that is an emotional toll on a mother herself to have to explain to her child what's happening with their father when we trying to figure it out ourselves. We're like, what's going on?
Exactly.
So everybody in that house is going to need therapy. Everybody.
I agree. I 100% agree. But I agree. Because we do therapy for the babies over here. We need to get to their mindset to know, well, how you feel, baby?
Right.
What is going on?
Right.
And I'm listen, I'm going to need you because we finna plan. I do need, I'm going to do a youth event. We getting ready to do one. I have some young men. It was a young man that came to me. We got to get that fishing trip going too, but this weather kind of throwed me off. But this young man came to me and he wants to get like some kids together and just talk about their parents, how their parents keep putting them in the middle of their relationships. So y'all know we're gonna do a show on that when we come back from with them kids, because
okay,
that don't make no sense.
Just let me know so I can make sure it's scheduled.
I will, because baby, listen. I was listening to some of the stories and the phone calls when the parents was calling this particular young man. Y'all should be ashamed of y'allself.
Well, and it's funny because like maybe a month or two ago, I was with a friend and he was talking about how his parents used to put him in the middle of stuff, and his dad used to always ask him, "Is your mom cheating? Is your mom cheating?" Da, da, da. Like, and then bribe him to tell on her, while the mother was doing stuff to like not get him to tell on her. Like, and he was like conflicted on what to do, to the point where I called and asked my kids.
Listen, similar situation.
I was like, if me and their father ain't together, but I called and asked my boys, if I was still with your dad and I was cheating, would you tell? Like, what? How would you feel if I done this in front of you? Like, what would you do? So
and that's
yeah,
so much comfort. People are so comfortable with cheating and stuff that they have going on. They have no problem with taking their kids and stuff around them, and then they tell them what you better not tell nobody, what you better not do. But if you got to tell your child they better not tell, then you know you're wrong.
You shouldn't be doing it in front of them, right?
Don't put them sure, and do not be putting these kids in the positions.
Right.
If you do it, if you grown, say you grown, do your grown fizzle, but don't do it with them babies. Stop putting them
Right.
kids in the middle. That's gonna be a topic that we got coming up. Let's be honest, most men wouldn't have did half as much as she did for their baby mama. I mean,
And and I think that be the sad part about it is that we as women take on so much of men's baggage for the sake of the children, but they don't pull the same weight for the sake of the children for us.
hey Mama T, right now we're talking about I had posted it. There was a story online of the young lady who has been taking care of her
All
child.
right.
Yeah, the child's father, and she's tired now. She no longer wants to be taking care of him, and people are bashing her, but she no longer want to be in a relationship like her with the child's father, but she's been there taking care of him. She want to move on. So I guess the relationship pretty much switched over to a caregiver's position, and it's no longer more about the relationship, it's more of a caregiver spot. So that's what we're talking about. Like, should is she wrong for being tired? Like, is she wrong because they're not married? So they haven't crossed that in sickness and in health line. They ain't did that. Like, they ain't gonna sign that piece of paper that everybody be talking about. So they didn't do that. So is she responsible to do it because they have a child together? I mean, it
Yeah, I
sucks.
mean, and I might be wrong and get a whole lot of backlash for this too, but even within sickness and health, it still has boundaries and limitations when it's stopping me from taking care of the children.
That's true too.
Yeah, when in sickness and in health is preventing me to properly care for the children and the household and the children is going downhill, I have to lovingly find a different option for you.
Absolutely. I think that's the best decision, best grown up decision a person can make. But how many people are willing to make those decisions? And then we get to the how many people can actually accept those answers, because I guess this right here is the backlash is showing that by her feeling that she's tired, don't want to be a part of this, don't want to do this no more. This is the backlash. This is what's happening. So
Yeah.
that's just something to think about when you're in a relationship, you're not married. Um, Even self-included, like you, that's stuff that you have to think about, self-included. That when we with people, when we dating, those decisions, when you take on a person that deal with a health issue, or if they become sick, are you going to be able to maintain that relationship? Are you going to be able to stay in that relationship, even if, and this is when you're not married? Because once you married, that's something else you got to think about. But if you are not married, is the person that you're dating somebody that you're going to be able to go and clean up when they get sick, take care of them, and be able to handle that, like for real? And if a person gets tired and you're the person that's sick, can you get mad at a person? Can you blame them for not wanting to take on that responsibility?
I can personally say that been there, done that in a different aspect of things and got tired and I had a limit. And of course, feelings and everything else was not what it needed to be, but a limit is a limit. Like you cannot put yourself in a volunteer a prison. Like you cannot volunteer yourself to be in a prison within your own home to where you cannot live freely because of what somebody else has going on. Like that's it that wears and tears on you emotionally, physically, health wise, everything. It's just you can't expect somebody to go on and on like that forever. Hey, Miss K.
Hey, Miss K in the building. Hey, babe.
Hey, I just dropped all my kids off wherever they had to go, so I had to hop in for the last few minutes. So I'm sorry. I had to come
That's
in this time.
fine, girl. Don't be sorry. We happy that you are here and in the building. You just tuning in. So we discussing the post I had talked about the lady who is tired. She's been taking care of her child's father. She no longer wants to be in a relationship or take care of him after he has gotten shot in the head. She been caring for him and now she's done. She want to move on with her life, and people are judging her. So
Oh, I seen that post.
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe she just feel like the weight is too much now. She, at first when a situation like that happened, you're the strong person, and sometimes maybe her strong will is just she can't do it no more. I don't know. I wouldn't bash her for it. Everybody's have a different opinion, and you're not really in those shoes to actually say what you could and couldn't do. Maybe that weight just too much for her at this particular point.
Right. I agree. But I wanted to pull up Miss Tasha post because that's another topic that I had wanted to talk about too. Um and it's off from this topic, but it's similar to when you're in a relationship, and it's the relationship that you've built with the children. And because I guess that piggybacks off of what you were saying, Rena. When you have the people stay in relationships, whether what I'm saying they're the parent or not, in relationships because of the child. And I seen Mama T say, she was in a relationship with somebody and raised the child up, to 4, and now she don't even have the she's not even able to talk to this child. Okay, it says, well, I've helped raise a kid from 4 and was there until he was 10. Dad cheated and I left, but I still want to be involved. But the dad is making it hard. So I moved on because at the end of the day, you're not the parent. It's true. You know what I'm saying? That's true. You have to move on. I'm not gonna lie. I was in a relationship where a person told me that when I break up with you, my children break up with you.
That's how I
And
feel.
that hurt, but you have to accept that. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, them not your kids. But that also plays on those heartstrings, and it plays on emotions and stuff because you built those relationships and you built those bonds. But it, it shows, the selfish characters of people.
I don't
Um,
I don't feel that way as far as friendships or relationships because I have grown kids now. One of my kids just turned 18 yesterday. And as they got older, there's female friends that I used to hang with when they were kids, and they grew bonds with their kids. But me and the other mothers grew apart, stopped talking, whatever the case may be. And still to these days, them boys is friends with them ladies' kids.
yeah,
And it had, but if I would have been that person, like, hell no, you can't talk to them kids no more because I don't deal with their mama, that, they wouldn't have those bonds. And now they don't know how to keep lasting relationships, and it's not even their fault.
facts. I no, I agree. I
You know what
100%
I'm
agree
saying?
because
Because
I
it's
agree.
right. Because someone's character to know whether or not they're going to really do something to your child versus me and you just don't click. So if me and you just
Yeah,
ain't clicking, I'm not going to stop my children from talking to your children, which ultimately lets them say hey and bye or have a cordial relationship with you. I'm not going to do that. So now my kids are 18 and 21 and have relationships with people with other people their age from when they were kids, and I don't even deal with their mamas, but they know what it's like to have true friendships or that brotherly bond because I didn't tell them no. And it's important to know how to have those relationships, and we
that
rob our children of learning experiences when we act selfishly because of our own emotions.
is. I 100% agree. I agree. Like I definitely agree. I ain't never been the one to break the relationship, the bonds with the kids. I love the kids, but hey, I also respect boundaries, so I ain't tripping about it. But okay, so we're gonna move on. Cause I see, we got right on down to it. We down to the last 15 minutes. So this was another post. It was
It's
said
dead. Move.
nobody knows a man better than the woman that's in a relationship living with him. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Not his mama, not his daddy, not his homeboys, not his sisters or brothers. They see one side of him, but that woman that he's with gets the raw and unfiltered version of him. the broken version, the loving version, the hateful version, the crazy and unstable version. So you can never tell what a woman. I don't think he's like that, or I don't think he would do that. So maybe, and that's true too. That's another point that goes back to that the baby mother that situation. Who knows the type of person that he was prior to? You know what I'm saying? Who knows the type of person that he has been while he has been, she been caring for him? Has he been the person that is not trying, that has become dependent on the care that she's been giving to him? You know what I'm saying? Nobody know what she real deal is going with on top of a relationship, you know what I'm saying, being sick, and having to be a 24/7 caregiver to him, and who knows what type of extensive, stuff she dealing with him. So that is true. Yes, love. I definitely agree. Nobody knows what's going on. The crazy and unstable version. It said there are no other kids involved. However, because I was there so early, me and baby mom are okay. So, that's another one. When the baby mothers are close,
I have one that I'm close with, and then I have one that I refuse to speak to.
I know.
Nah, I know.
I know. That if you don't baby mom, what? You got something, Mister? Yeah, baby daddy in the building because he is the baby daddy in the building. How do you feel about that? Are the are the your women allowed, if when you are no longer dealing with them? Are they allowed to have relationships with your kids?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be around my kids because they didn't want you.
I mean, I can't tell nobody not to be around my kids. The woman make that decision most of the time. But my kids, they love who they love. And each person I be with, they somewhat have their favorites. Upon my kids. They respectful. My kids are respectful. So they latch on to you. Believe me, they latch on to you. They don't give a damn. Oh, you ain't with my daddy, they still gonna respect you when they see you.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. You said something just then, and I thought about that. So is it, and that might be true, that when it comes to like the stipulations, the baby mother, if you and the baby mama, I mean, if y'all still deal with each other, but if he don't want you around, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I mean, I don't know, that's kind of hard. You could be the baby mother don't care about you being around the child, but the man himself does. Because I mean, it is something like,
Why?
you have to know. As I say, you have to be. I have to know more because, like, is there reasons why he don't
Right.
want you around the kids? Or he feel like you gonna do something to his kids or tell them something about him? Is it because he got caught cheating? Is that why he feels that way? I don't know. That's a ooh. Because I mean, like my situation was they didn't want the kids around me because I didn't want to be with them. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, they cheated, they did all type of stuff, but it was more of, if you're not gonna be with me, you're not gonna be around my kids type situation. But if I wanted to talk to them, I would, I probably still could have, but I respected the boundaries. If you tell me don't talk to your kids, and my daughter said it best, them their kids, they had those kids before they met you. Let them kids go about their business. And I respected that. I did. I just respected that, and it was like, okay, it is what it is. But yeah, Mama T, that's a, if y'all ended, I mean, of course, it would have probably ended on good terms if you call him cheating. But I don't know if the baby, I don't know, because I have plenty
Like
of, family. What'd you say?
it sounds like he has a control issue.
And that's possible. She wasn't supposed to leave. He cheated for a year and had a whole relationship. Oh yeah. So he probably real narcissistic. He probably was one of them because and you wasn't supposed to knock down that house of cards. You ain't supposed to do that though. So you can't be around the kids because you don't know how to walk in a straight line, man. Mama T, you can't be out here with these regular folks trying to date these regular folks when they can't handle Mama T. Cause your Mama T ain't gonna just sit there and let them do and say what they want to. So you can't do that, Mama T. So yeah, he probably ain't gonna let you be around the baby. He don't want you around the baby because he know you gonna infiltrate the mind. That brainwash stuff. That's why I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of people don't want me around. I know you is. I know you is strong. There's a lot of people that don't want me around, and I don't heard that before. Oh nah, you can't be around my girl. You gonna be done told her to do this or told her to do that. I'm gonna tell her to make it make sense. And if make it make sense mean chunking your ass out the door, then whoop, that's what I told her. I'm sorry, not sorry. Like what I'm supposed to say. What I'm supposed to say? I chunk lit, baby. Anybody that know me know you gonna get it. If you stay around, you gonna really get it. He said he didn't feel like a man in the relationship. But did he act like the man? That's see, Mama T done started it up for another show.
But ain't that what they
Yeah,
say?
that's it. That we gonna show tap on that one next Thursday. Let me write this one down. That's gonna be the topic. I don't feel like a man. But do you act like one?
Ask, did she ask him what make him not feel like a man in a relationship?
Huh?
Did he ever say why he didn't feel like a man in a relationship? Was it
Yeah,
that was the
Mama
exact
T.
or
I don't know,
did
Mama
he
T. Did he ever tell you why he don't? I found out and left one way ticket to Florida in 5 days, deuces. But did he ever say why he didn't feel like a man in a relationship?
oh wow.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
he thought
That's
he was
why.
playing.
That's why one way ticket. Ooh, that's why. And see, that be the issue. Like, I mean, it is one thing if you communicate like what the issue is, but if you just get mad in your feelings and tell me, oh, you can't talk to the kids. So that's when I become petty. I think I would have been real petty. But nah, yeah, right. That's what I say. Cut it off and cut it out. Tell him he too grown for that. He mad because you ain't supposed to. But anytime you expose something. That's the backlash. If and you know what, I 100% completely understand. I completely understand that because I too feel that I am too grown for some of the fuckery that 2025 be around here be doing. It be too much going on in 2025. It's too much, and I ain't dealing with it. You can kick rocks on my mama. You can kick rocks. Yeah, let go. Listen, like Big Red, Big Deuces. That's crazy. But men, if y'all out there with that BS, don't do that. But I was gonna ask a question. Is it usually and it's true. You can't make it up. Mama T, I got some story, baby. You can't oh Lord Jesus. Mama T done infiltrated a new girlfriend too. Lord, oh Mama T, that's why oh Lord. Oh Mama T, you done got the new girlfriend. The new girlfriend will be gone then. Unless she the one that's gonna stay. So be careful with her. Cause she might be trying to find out what you know. Just be careful with her. Definitely be
Sometimes
careful.
the winner is the one that got away, and that's what a lot of people need to realize. The winner ain't always the one who stayed to put up with the shit. The winner is the one who got away.
And that's true. And that's before we leave up out of because we down to the last few minutes. But it's true. And I was when you said that the one who got away, because people be saying you hear it all the time. Oh, well, I left him, he went and got with her, and he started doing this and doing that, or I started doing this. But we have to also sometimes that it may not be that that's what was going on, But sometimes it's after you leave a person or you're no longer around that person, it gets, see, be careful with that. Baby, listen, be careful with that, Mama T. Be very, very careful with her stalking you because that could be something that they do together. She could be getting information for you to feed to him. That was my next thing. Be very careful when you, because we know women are slick. We are one of them. We know how our mind frames think. So be very, very careful with that, Mama T. But yeah, when it comes to certain situations like that, you have, and see that just I ain't even think about that. But um yeah, be careful. But when relationships, like if you have a man and a woman and y'all can't be together, Mama T, if it gets to the point, I mean, I know I done did it myself, telling, what I'm saying, somebody some information. And sometimes you gotta just let him see it for himself. Cause it sounds like if he's a what you call it? If he a manipulator, so he probably done manipulate her, and she may be the one that's gonna sit there and listen to it. Oh Lord Jesus, I forgot you is girl. She talking about girl. That's why you right in going into the bull season, girl. You a bull. That man can't handle it. Okay, they in Ohio and you in Florida. That's right. You did come here. That's right. I remember when you came. I do remember when you came down here. You had just moved down here when I'm. Yes, ma'am. I do remember that. I do. But yeah, what was the other one? So next week I'm gonna do that topic for real. I don't feel like a man, and my question is, but do you act like one? Like that's, oh baby, they don't open up the door. So y'all, all right. So before we get up out of here, y'all missed it at the beginning. First of all, don't forget my birthday party, May 23rd, is going to be at Lola's Kitchen and Bar. I'll make sure everybody get the flyers.
Well, I
Crazy
don't
will
know what
be,
the where.
girl, we gonna get it, girl, because it is the hook. We going to Auntie's Boom Boom Room. So it is the 1920s, the Harlem Nights era. So we will be in the building. Friday it is free. Of course, you got to pay for your own liquor, but I got you on the building and the entertainment. We're gonna have Crazy in the building. We got Tiger performing that night. We got DJ Red in the building. So it's gonna be that. Get your clothes out. Come on out there, have a good time, celebrate. It's for free. This is a grown up. This is a grown up event, so you got to make it make sense. We ain't on none of that out there, but if you on that, I'm on that, and I don't want to be on that because I paid for this, and I ain't playing like that. I don't play about my money, and I don't play about my birthday. Okay, I will go back. Nah, but next week y'all join us. Make sure y'all stay tuned. At 7 p.m. for Speak That Shit. All about you guys are the worst. And of course, y'all catch me at 11 on BFAM News. Make sure y'all check your boy out. Listen, once again, we got on another one. Smooth Transitions. Contact us today for your free consultation. Mr. Show Out. We know it's that season, birthdays, family reunions. Come on, y'all, reach out. Listen, it is that he doing even more. If you're looking for branding and logos, this is what it is. Y'all stay tuned for the month of May on Make It Make Sense with Auntie. We got some stuff going on. There she
Oh,
goes.
still got my stuff. Thank you.
We get rid of it. Once you found it, you always found it. Blood don't make it family, baby. We done told you. You make it make sense, boo. What you thought this was?
Thank you,
Girl,
Lord.
Clock that thing. Baby, clock that thing.
right. What you thought this was, girl? Auntie always and forever. I stand on anything I say. We're not gonna give you nothing. You're a part of the family. You'll always and forever be a part of the family. That's what it is. But right, listen, we ain't doing none of that. None of that. And don't forget, y'all check my boy out. Y'all check out Pedro with our HS Soap Company. Y'all already know it is that season. If you have any skin issues or ailments, y'all need to reach out to this man. I'm telling you, listen, it's worth reaching out to this man. If you are dealing with HS, if you're dealing with eczema, anything, Mr. Romero has it. He has specials, as y'all saw. Y'all want to check him out. Make sure y'all stay tuned. Speak that shit. You guys are the worst. BFAM News. I will see y'all. Y'all can go to bed with me at 11. Bet you didn't know that. You can go to sleep with me and the news at 11, y'all. Every Thursday. So we'll see y'all. Make sure y'all tune in.